The Oklahoma State men's basketball team tipped off its season with an exhibition game against Arkansas Monticello tonight. Redshirt senior Jeffrey Carroll and redshirt junior Tavar Shine tied for a team-high 19 points in this game. It wasn't the biggest crowd GIA has seen, but the size didn't affect the Pokes' play. With Juwan Evans now in the NBA, sophomore guard Brandon Averett and grad transfer Kendall Smith will control the team this year. Smith got the start, but Averett finished with more points. From dunks to putbacks, layups, and even three-pointers, the Cowboys did it all in this game, which led to them having a 7-point lead at the half. Behind the support of the crowd that did come out, defense stepped up in the second half, and they forced Arkansas to only shoot 38% in the second half. Averett and Smith played just about even minutes, but Averett contributed to the 32 bench points. The fans that did come out saw the first action of the Mike Boynton era and even a Cowboy win. The Cowboys defeated the Weavers on a score of 85-65. Head coach Mike Boynton will coach in his first regular season game next Friday when the Cowboys face Pepperdine here in Stillwater at Gallagher-Iba Arena. Tip-off will be at 7:30 p.m. For Orange Nation Sports, I'm Kevin Dorsey.
The Cowgirls got their first test tonight in an exhibition game against the Northeastern State Redhawks. The Cowgirls keyed in on defense this game, forcing 14 turnovers and scoring 12 points off of them. The Cowgirls also dominated on the glass, out-rebounding the Redhawks 48-27, including 18 offensive boards. In turn, the Cowgirls scored 15 second-chance points, while the Redhawks only scored 2. Transfer Vivian Gray led all players in scoring with 18. She also grabbed 8 rebounds and shot 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. Sophomore Braxton Miller came into this game as the leader of this squad. She scored 16 points and made difficult shots all game. The Cowgirl defense also showed out in this one. They held the Redhawks to 23% from the field and 1 for 15 from deep. Once the Cowgirls built a comfortable lead, they never looked back. They outplayed the Redhawks in almost every statistical category in this exhibition win.
The Cowgirls will look to carry this momentum into the regular season against Arkansas State on November 9th here in GIA. For Orange Nation Sports, I'm Thomas Fleming.
After another successful homecoming weekend, a decent crowd showed up to support OSU women's basketball as they prepare for the season ahead. Late in the first quarter, Diana Omazi receives a pass on the fast break, gets the bucket, and the foul. Cowgirls lead SOSU 43-21 at the break, assisted by a 46% field goal percentage. After the break, a much more aggressive Cowgirl approach. OSU's half-court trap here, forcing a timeout from an often overmatched SOSU squad. Jim Littell's team forced 19 Savage Sword turnovers and picked up 9 steals. OSU showed this aggressive play from both sides of the court. Alexis Bryant grabs the defensive rebound and initiates another fast break, which eventually finds freshman Jaden Hobbs for the 2 points. The Cowgirls were also able to slow it down and play a strong half-court game. A missed Mandy Coleman jumper turns into points as Kaylee Jensen gets the putback. Jensen would shine for OSU in this one, picking up a double-double as she finished with 14 points and 10 rebounds, including this drive to the basket. OSU would hold their opponents to just 17% shooting as they would go on to win this one, 97-42.
Using the momentum from today's win, the Cowgirls will return to Gallagher-Iba in just over 2 weeks to begin the 2016 season against Arkansas State. For Orange Nation Sports, I'm Bryce Marshall.
Senior night took place inside Pioneer Stadium. Emotion and excitement filled the air, for a postseason berth was on the line. The Bombers struck first with a 2-yard touchdown from Jacob Reed late in the first quarter. Stillwater answered back with a 23-yard field goal from Garrett Lemming in the second to put the Pioneers on the board. With 20 seconds left in the half, Gunnar Gundy finds Lemming on the slant for the touchdown to give Stillwater the lead. However, it wouldn't last long. On the succeeding kickoff, Taisha Vick cut through defenders and takes it down the sideline for the 64-yard score. Midwest City led at the break 14-10. The Pioneers came out of the locker room with a purpose. Senior Jace Brownlee runs it in from 3 yards out to help put the Pioneers up by a field goal. Once again, the Bombers respond. Preston Colbert throws a lob pass to Claudio Irving, who makes an amazing catch late in the third quarter. Following a Stillwater punt with 4 minutes to go, Midwest City drives down the field and puts the game away with Reed's second TD of the game. Although a tough 10-point loss, a game in OKC gave the Pioneers new light. Choctaw lost a double overtime to Putnam City West to put Stillwater in the Division 6A2 playoffs. The Pioneers finished 5-5 on the season and will travel to Muskogee next Friday for its first-round matchup. It is the third straight year that Stillwater has made the postseason under Coach Tucker Barner. From Pioneer Stadium, I'm Tyler Segerman.
It's a beautiful day for cross country, and the 22nd ranked Cowgirls are up first. The gun is fired and the runners begin. 11 schools lined up against the Cowgirls, including top 25 programs in Missouri, Ole Miss, and Penn State. The number one runner in the country, Carissa Schweizer, finishes first in the 6K at 19 minutes and 56 seconds. Ole Miss won the women's division. Michelle Magnani is the first Cowgirl to finish and places 16th overall with a time of 21 minutes and 36 seconds. That's the Cowgirls' lowest finish at the Jamboree in 8 years, but the team's ultimate goal has not changed. The 9th-ranked men's team is up next. The Cowboys are looking for their 8th consecutive Jamboree title. OSU controlled the 8K race from the start with Sylvester Barras leading the pack. Barras took home the individual crown for the second straight year in 24 minutes, 15 seconds. Fellow Cowboy Hassan Abdi finishes right behind him in second place. OSU finishes with 4 runners in the top 10. They led OSU to the victory, defeating Ole Miss by only 2 points. The cross-country teams used the Cowboy Jamboree to measure their season potential.
You know, for the opening race of the season for most of these athletes, it was pretty good. I think on the women's side, we've got some work to do. The men are probably a little ahead of where I thought we might be, and the time they ran today is fast.
Oklahoma State Cross Country will be back in action in 2 weeks at the Penn State Open. For Orange Nation Sports, I'm Dylan Tippett.